My name's Bruce. I'm a retired guy. So I guess when you retire, you get asked to do things like this, which is really a treat for me because I don't have my own band anymore. So this is really, really cool. And so I'll just thank you in advance for having a little bit of time with you. It's going to go way too fast for me. And so thank you very much for that. You guys do so many things so well. I mean, it's just like, it's just all in place. And the thing for me, when I'm an audience member, it doesn't matter what kind of group I'm at, Seattle Symphony, big band, whatever. It's always sort of like this first impression thing for me. What's this group sound like? They put me in a happy place, and you guys do that. And the thing that I really value the most of your playing, because you take care of business, you're doing all your homework and everything, and that's all well and good. But you've got this tremendous clarity in your group that we don't hear a lot out there, unfortunately. You can hear and you can kind of see through the group. You can hear the trombones, you can hear the trumpets, you can hear the saxes right when you know you should. A lot of that is because you got this rhythm section that allows that to happen and is just very supportive that way. So that's all good stuff.
We'll talk to the drummer. Do you have the hardware for the hi-hat?
You have it, right?
Yeah. You want something?
Okay. And so I just want to, just a couple things, because what I want to do is I want to work on that third tune just a little bit. But before we get there, on the first one, Dynamite, that at that tempo, I would say there's two inherent challenges, and you guys know this very well. And so I guess I'll just reinforce it. For brass players, when you're going at that tempo, it's just a real challenge for us to just get to that place where lines are just so played with such ease and smoothness. The smoothness thing, that is so hard. So, and you guys are definitely down the right path. Just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. It's a never-ending battle, to get that just so it just kind of just rolls off. And for the solos, especially the slide guys at those tempos, trying to find that groove and to really climb into time. You're there, and then you're out a little bit, and then you're back in, because you're just trying to play so many notes so fast. And you're doing a great job, but it is a battle, and just keep at it. You work your way towards it incrementally, and you're on the right path. So there's those battles there. Your second piece, again, it was just the clarity that was just so impressive in there. We don't have time to look at it. It seemed like there was one place in there where the trumpets, I think I had a note to myself, where the trumpets come in with some sort of melodic line back there. And I just wondered, without looking at your parts, if there's some way that we can make that more interesting. I don't know what the line was, but I don't know if there's some things that we could do in there, some inflections of some kind. It just seemed to kind of be there. And again, if we had a lot of time, maybe we would get that out and we would play with it. But we don't. So I'll just leave that to you as an open-ended sort of challenge, I guess, to ask yourself, is there something we can do with this line to make it just kind of pop just a little bit more? But what I'd like to do is get to the Gordon Goodwin, if we could. So pull that up. I don't even know what I'm supposed to learn, but somebody can tell me. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm great. Good to see you.
Hi. Okay. Here's the thing. Because I got to leave you with something to consider, when we walk out the door. Otherwise, first of all, I can't believe I get paid for doing this. But they are paying me, so I need to give you something to at least consider. Another person's opinion. But first of all, I want to say once again, the clarity of this piece was so impressive, especially with this composer. This composer makes a lot of bands sound really bad because there's so much polyphony, there's so much stuff going on all over the place. It's really hard. Even when you play it at your cleanest, it's hard to make these tunes sound good and easy. And you guys did that. I mean, it was rough song. But here's the thing. When we start plugging things into the wall, we're taking a risk. And this is the one time where I felt as though, and actually Ruel, who was also listening to you guys along with me out there, he wanted to pass on that. He just thought you guys were amazing as well. But he too shared a concern of this is the one time where the rhythm section perhaps didn't allow the band to sound as transparent as it happens. It's a victim, it's sort of a victim of electronics, I think, in a lot of cases. So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to just play with this tune just a little bit, and we probably won't be able to recreate the same acoustics in here, but what I would like to leave you with is just the thought that you can probably get by with less than what you are doing right now, so that these guys can really speak. And again, it's a product of the composition. There's so many notes. And when you think about your craft, you have to have that in mind. You have to listen to all the stuff that's going on over here and know that the busier it is over here, the thinner texture we have to create over here for that to be heard. So let's start at the beginning, and mostly so I can dance around and have fun. Sure.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're not going to be able to recreate it in here because I think it was probably a lot of the electric piano, which was so hip at the beginning of this tune. I mean, it was so cool the way it started, and it just added this beautiful flavor. I think what happened was, as we got into the tune more, we probably needed to make an adjustment of some kind and bring that down. I'm guessing, and hopefully you're going to hear that on your recording. Okay? And it wasn't a major distraction. You know, we're kind of grasping stuff here to find some things for you to work on. But I'm just telling you, I think you'll hear on your recording that you could make an adjustment there, and everything would pop a little bit more. Trumpets. One thing I would ask you guys to consider when you have these places like bar 48, and I think you had some more a little bit later in the tune, where you end up on these. Like I think 83 is maybe one before you go back on a repeat. Where you have you're kind of building towards this cool thing, and then you have this ending eighth note followed by space. You know, that kind of effect where you're just kind of cooking along, and you're heading for this thing, and then you got this last. I think it would be really cool if you added just a hair more length to that note, just a little bit of length. You're doing a nice bite on the end of it. But I think it's cool when that note is just a little bit longer. That one note, that ending note. So let's just try that. So when you get there, you go, just a little bit of an H inside there. And we probably won't get it like perfectly precise the first time. It's something you have to work on as a section. Let's take it right there. Let's go at, I think it says 59. No, it says 39. I can read it. 39. And 1, 2, 3. And there's probably a better. Oh, and then the other thing is when you have something like I think this one is 53. make sure, we'll do this one here in just a second. Make sure that the loudest part of this thing, or actually you tell me, what should be the loudest of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes that you have approaching 53 and on 53? Where are you at your loudest? Anybody in the band can answer. Down what?
Downbeat.
Downbeat of 53. Double check yourself, make sure that's where you're loudest. Okay, let's just do that. Let's start with that drum thing at 49. 49. And make sure that your most intense weight is exactly on the downbeat of 1 when you get there. Okay, so here's 49. And 1, 2, 3, go. That's the feeling. Do it again. 49. And 1, 2, 3, go. So keep that in the back of your mind when you play that too. It should be a really fun thing. Okay? You just really snap that note and lean on it. It's not so much the tongue, it's the weight. It's just the tremendous weight that you're gonna put on there. Okay, let's go find another one of those things because it's too much fun. Let's go at 69. 69. And 1, 2, 3, go. The idea with a little bit of dot on the end. In fact, you could probably even play it longer. What happens after that? I don't know. Where does it go back to? Goes back where?
Goes on.
Oh, okay. So yeah, perfect. Yeah. So that's where you can really have something, just go dot. Okay. Let's try it. Let's flirt with danger and see what happens. Let's go 76. Is that reasonable? 76. Take a chance. Okay, and who's playing lead up there? Okay, so you're going to be the last one we hear up here. You're going to squeeze that on. 76, and 1, 2, 3, go. I'm sure you're a very nice girl. Postcard. That's it. I like that. That's really, really cool. Generally speaking, when it's followed by space, you can fill that space a little bit that way. Okay. So if we're going to recap, even though we can't recreate in here, you'll just have to take my word for it until you listen to your recording. Just make that adjustment, especially given the thickness of this composition. And then if there was something else we want to add to our playing, what would it be, trumpets? What did we just do? Longer on the end. Longer on those end notes. Yeah. So that you're like a superstar. Okay. Listen to some Tower of Power. That kind of stuff. It's kind of what this is all about. All right. You guys, you are so fortunate. Well, you know this. You're so fortunate to have the kinds of educators you have in your classroom. I know you're truly appreciative of that. And what I'm appreciative of is the work that you guys do and sharing music with us. Amazing, just amazing work. Stay the course. Best of luck to you in all you do. And thanks for letting me have a little bit of time. Okay?